In the previous class, we have seen what is surveying, the meaning of surveying, and then we have seen what is an exact definition of surveying, then along with some examples, and then we have seen what are the different objectives of surveying and its uses. Okay, so in today's class, we will be concentrating our study on what are the different classification of surveying and what are the principles of surveying. Now, coming to the classification of surveying, we are going to classify the surveying in primarily based upon the plane surveying and geodetic surveying, and then based upon its nature of the field, we are going to divide it into three types. That is land surveying, it is going to have three types under it, that is a topographical survey and a cadastral survey, city survey. Then we are going to have the marine or hydrographic surveying. Then third one is astronomical surveying. Then we classify it based upon the object, okay, object of a survey, that is engineering survey, military survey, and mine survey, and geological and archaeological survey. Then we are going to classify based upon the instruments used. In this we are going to have the 8 types, and after that we are going to study on what are the different principle of surveying. Okay, that is, here we are going to have the 2 principles that we are going to study in our today's class. Now, basically we are going to classify the surveying into 2 types. Okay, so here we are going to classify it into 2 types, that is the plane surveying and the geodetic surveying. As the name is indicating, the plane surveying and geodetic surveying, here we are going to consider, or we are not going to consider, how the surface of the earth is. Okay, now here in the, as we know, the earth is going to have the spheroid shape, and the surface of the earth is having some spherical, it is not completely a plane. Okay, here in case of your plane surveying, right, what we are going to consider is, though the earth is having a spherical shape, right, and the surface of the earth is not plane, what we are going to consider in the plane surveying is the mean surface of the earth is considered as a plane. Okay, the mean surface of the earth is going to be considered as a plane, means a flat, and then periodical shape of earth is going to be get neglected. Okay, we are not considering that the earth is going to have the spherical shape, we consider that the earth is going to have the plane shape. Okay, then if we going to do a survey in such kind of one with having that mentality that the earth surface is plane, right, whatever the angle that we are going to create into that particular area where we have going to have the surveying is, if we consider that, right, we are going to get the all triangles are framed by the survey line are having the plane triangle. That means we are going to get the straight lines, the lines are not in a your spherical shape. Okay, now this kind of a survey where we are going to have is, or where we are going to consider the earth or surface is plane, is where we want the low accuracy survey, and wherever we are going to carry out a survey of an area less than 250 kilometers square, there we are going to consider this the plane surveying. Okay, so this is regarding the plane surveying. Then we will be studying regarding the geodetic surveying. I think the plane surveying is clear to you all. Here in the plane survey, the mean surface of the earth is considered as a plane, and the spherical shape of the earth is going to be get neglected. All, if we are going to do a survey and if we are going to form the triangle in it, right, all the lines whatever we are going to get, we are going to get the plane triangle and the plane lines, and we are going to get the low accuracy. Okay, the survey, this type of a survey is going to be carried out for an area smaller than 250 square kilometers. Okay, now I think this is understood. Now we will be going to the geodetic surveying. Okay, In this particular survey, we are going to consider the shape of a earth is going to be taken into consideration. We think that the earth is having the spherical shape and the lines, okay, if we do any kind of a survey here inside the in this kind of a geodetic survey where we consider that the earth surface, we are going to consider it as having the spherical in shape, okay, it is going to have the spherical in shape. And if we are going to do any kind of a survey, suppose we have done the survey here, then whatever the lines we are going to get, these are going to form the spherical triangles, and the lines whatever you are going to get, these are having the spherical lines, okay. Now here main objective of a geodetic surveying is to find the precise location on a earth. That means it is much more accurate than your plane survey, okay. And when we carry out this particular geodetic surveying is when we want the survey to be carried out for more than 250 square kilometers, then we use this geodetic surveying is going to be used. Please see that the difference between these and this. Here the planes whatever I have drawn, it is a straight line, it is going to have the curvature lines. So please observe the difference between the plane surveying and the geodetic surveying. So this is regarding the plane survey and geodetic survey. Now we will be seeing we are going to classify the survey again into basically into three types, that is based upon the land survey, the survey where we are going to do, if we are going to do it on a land, we are going to consider, and then we are going to do it on a marine condition, okay, that is hydrographic survey, and the third one is the astronomical survey, okay. So we have the main classification is based upon the either it is a land survey or a marine survey, or it is an astronomical survey. Land, water and astronomical survey, we are going to divide it, and then a classification based on the object of the survey, okay. What is the main object of doing a survey? Based upon that, we are going to classify it into engineering survey, military survey, mine survey, geological survey and the archaeological survey. Then based upon the object, and then based upon the instrument used, okay. If we are going to use whatever the instrument we are going to use, according to that we are going to divide the classification of survey. So main classification is based upon the nature of the field, that is in this we are going to have land, we are going to have water, and we are going to have the astronomy. And the second classification is based upon the object of a survey, that is what is the purpose, that is engineering, military, mine and geological and archaeological survey, then based upon the instrument, okay. So this is how we are going to classify the survey based upon the different criteria, okay. So first one is the land surveying. If we are going to do a surveying on a land, then we nature of the field, based upon the nature of the field, or if we are going to do the survey on land, we call it as an the land surveying. In this we are going to get the three classification in a land survey. If we are all these three will be done on a land, one is topographical survey, one is cadastral survey and the city survey, okay. Now if we are going to what is a topographical survey? It consists of horizontal and vertical location of a certain points by linear and the angular measurement. It is going to it consists of horizontal and vertical location of a certain points by and to determine the features of a country such as rivers, stream, artificial features of as roads, canals, town and villages. In this survey, in a topographical survey, what we are going to do is whatever the artificial and the natural systems whatever are there, we are going to locate on that particular map, okay. So topographical survey consists of horizontal and vertical location of points by linear and the angular measurements, and it is mainly done in order to find out the natural features such as rivers, stream, lakes, wood, hills and artificial features such as the man-made features such as roads, canals, villages and towns. Okay, this I think you can get it from the different kind of a map. In a topographical map you can see both the hills, valleys or rivers, and then even the artificial such as road map might be, if the roads are there, then it is designated as like this. Okay, then if the train line is there, then is designated as this. Okay, so you might have seen such kind of an topographical map. Next is the cadastral map. Okay, now the main work of cadastral map is it is going to fix up the property line and the calculation of the land area. Okay, here for this I will show with an example. Suppose here you are going to have a piece of land. Okay, suppose this is your piece of land. What it will do is it is going to fix up the boundaries of the property and it is going to determine how much is the area, and also it is fixes going to boundary of the municipalities and the state agencies. If there are boundaries of the municipal and the state agencies, okay, then it is going to fix up those boundaries. I think your municipality limit and all, you know better, municipality and state agencies, it is going to fix up those boundaries. Okay, then city surveying, this type of a survey, it is helpful in construction of streets, water supply system and the sewer line. So this is regarding city surveying are made in connection with the construction of streets, water supply system, sewer and the other works. Okay, so this is regarding the city surveying. Then the classification based on the objective of a survey. Here classification based on the nature of the field is, right, land, topography, cadastral and city. Okay, this is done on a land. Next is the marine or the hydrographic survey. Now, as the name is indicating, marine or hydrographic survey, it shows that it is going to be done on a water. But for what purpose we are going to do? Marine or hydrographic survey deals with the bodies of water for the purpose of, right, for the purpose of navigation, water supply and harbor to determine the mean sea level. Okay, in order to have the navigation, water supply and to determine the mean sea level, we are going to do this particular hydrographic surveying. Okay, then it also consists of, okay, it also consists of measurement of discharge of stream. That means how much amount of stream, how much stream is going to give the discharge, and the topographic survey of the banks, means what all elements are there in the banks that we are going to get, and also to determine the depth of water in the water bodies, how much depth of water is there in the water body, that we are going to get it from the marine or the hydrographic survey. Okay, next is we are going to have the astronomical survey. Okay, here it determines the absolute surveyor, it is going to help offers determining the absolute location of any point or the absolute location and direction of any line on the surface of the earth. It is going to have, it is mainly, it is going to determine the observation of the heavenly bodies such as sun or any fixed star. So this is regarding the astronomical survey. Okay, then the classification, third classification that we are going to have, your next classification we are going to have is the classification based upon the object of a survey. Means what is our purpose of a survey, for based upon that we are going to classify our classify the survey. Okay, so here the engineering survey. First one, as the name is indicating, the engineering survey, it is undertaken for determination of quantities to afford the sufficient data and designing the different engineering work such as road and reservoir and waste disposal or the water supply line. In order to design the roads, reservoir and waste disposal, we are going to carry out this particular engineering survey. Now a military survey, okay, and military survey we order to to determine the points of a strategic importance. Okay, here we are what all points are very important for our country, right? So all those points we are going to have it from the military survey. Mine survey, okay, it is going to help in the exploration of a mineral wealth. Okay, it is mines, normally these are below the earth crust, okay, so below the earth surface. So what we do is we are going to have this mine survey, okay, or a mineral survey. Next is geological survey. Okay, what in order to know the different strata of the earth, what are different strata is there in the earth surface, we are going to carry out. Next is the archaeological survey. Okay, this is used in order to determine the unearthing relics and of antiquity. Okay, for in order to determine this, the archaeological survey means your ancient whatever the structures are there, in order to determine all those things we are going to have this archaeological survey. If any building, if we want to know how many years of back it is or how old it is, in order to determine that we are going to have the archaeological survey. Next is we are going to classify the survey based upon the instrument that will be utilized. Okay, so based upon this we are going to have the chain survey, theodolite survey, traverse survey, triangulation survey, tachometric survey, plane table survey, and then the photogrammetric survey, and then the aerial survey. So this is how we are going to classify the survey based upon the requirements. Okay, so basically we classify the survey into two types, that is the plane surveying and the geodetic surveying. Okay, plane surveying we are going to consider the earth surface as a plane, and geodetic surveying we are going to consider the earth surface is in a spherical in shape. Okay, so this we are going to consider the triangle formed is the straight lines, and it is going to have the spherical lines. And then we are going to have the classification based upon the nature of the field. In the land surveying we are going to have three types: topographic, cadastral and city. This will be done specially on the land. And the marine or hydrographic survey, it is done on a water surface. You know why we are going to do. And then the astronomical survey, it is done for the astronomy. Okay, then a classification based upon the object of a survey. Based upon the object of a survey we are going to classify into these 5 types, that is engineering, military, mine, geological and archaeological. And then classification based upon the instrument used. These are the different types of it. So I wanted to take your principle of a surveying, but we are going to take it into the next class, as the too much amount of things we will be covering. So we are going to cover regarding the principle of surveying in the next class. Thank you.